Good morning. Thank you all for coming here today to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2012 at the American University of Paris. Welcome, and thank you for being here. We're here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating seniors and our MA students and to congratulate them on all that they have achieved to get here today. And most of what we have to say here today is in fact directed towards our graduates. But nonetheless, I'd like to start, if I may, by speaking not to them, but rather to those members of our audience who have worked so hard over the past years to bring our graduates to this huge triumph in their lives. That is, our parents, our family members, that is, our parents and family members who have come from all over the world to be here today, and our faculty and our staff who have worked so tirelessly on behalf of our students. Graduates, may I ask you all to rise and remain standing. Thank you. Graduates, please remain standing. Next, I'd like to address myself to our graduates themselves, these young people who are here today to celebrate. And may I suggest that you too have congratulations to offer and thanks to your parents, your grandparents, your family members, who have made it possible for you to have had the set of adventures you've just had in Paris by sending you, or helping to send you, to university. And may I suggest that these people now deserve a hand from you. Graduates? Graduates, you may be seated now. And now finally, to the graduates and their families, I'd like to ask you to reflect for a moment on the group of people who perhaps, second only to yourselves, have devoted themselves to this moment with unparalleled dedication. That is the faculty and staff of the American University of Paris, a faculty and staff I would suggest as expert and dedicated as any you will find anywhere in international higher education. Graduates, families, and friends, may I ask you to join me in thanking this fantastic faculty and this superb staff. Well done, thank you. Now, for my part, I've been thinking for some time of how to try and express to you my deep sense of the importance of this moment in your lives. And as I've done so, I've had to negotiate carefully between, on one hand, the external truth of our lives in the middle of a corrosive economic meltdown and a world less secure, possibly, than it has ever been before, and, on the other hand, the intense sense of hope I feel for you all. You have all received simply too good an education to believe anything simple about what is ahead of you. You have studied political science with professors who work on the intractable injustices of our world, with historians who have explored with you the complex history of our contemporary global reality, with economists and finance professors who have studied with you the profound challenges of our global economy. And you studied with philosophers, writers and artists, critics and scholars who have explored with you the manifold societal, political, interpersonal, and existential challenges of simply being human. So it's very hard to say anything simple today as you go through one of the epic changes of your lives, the change from being a student to being an actor in a world that is perhaps more complex than the world has ever been before. Some of you have been here at the American University of Paris for your undergraduate education, your first preparation for your life as adults. Others of you have come as adults, seeking a graduate education to better equip yourselves for lives as adults that you're already leading. All of you now stand before futures of immense complexity and huge challenges, and none of you, I think, can feel entirely free of anxiety as you think of your path ahead as you leave us. Now, to go out into a world of environmental turmoil, of economic challenge, and political stress. I do not wish to tell you that you should not feel that anxiety, but I do wish to say that this anxiety will be for you the motivating force for lives that will engage these problems in profound and complex new ways. And none of us today, none of us can say where that engagement will lead. It is today some 30 years since I myself graduated from college, And in the past 30 years since my own graduation, I've seen some of the most disastrous moments in our world's history. Then, like now, we graduated into a world of growing danger for which we could see no apparent solutions. And yes, those dangers have never diminished. But neither, and this is what I wish to emphasize, neither did there diminish a series of totally unexpected solutions. I think of the dismantling of the Berlin Wall, or of the Velvet Revolution, or of the Peace and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa. 30 years ago at my own graduation, we never would have dreamed of such dramatic and progressive acts of history that brought such deep and abiding change to so many millions of people. And the fact is that now, when, in so many ways, the world appears at an impasse, even now I suggest to you that none of us can predict what dramatic instances of hope are going to come to us next, or how you, as actors in the world, are going to participate in them. And that is my wish for you, the young people of the American University of Paris's graduating class of 2012. My wish is that every once in a while, as you find your way out of the university and into your lives, whatever you're doing, whatever the complexity of this world, you will also be alive to the fact that new paradigms and new modes of thinking are ever possible, are constantly coming into play. New paradigms of action in the political, in the environmental, and in the economic, and that you will seek every possible way to let these new paradigms, rather than simply the reality that is handed to you, be the central paths of your lives. And I know that I speak for each and every one of my colleagues, all of us here at the American University of Paris, professors and administrators, who have had the honor to know you, to teach you, and to learn from you these past years. Each and every one of us, when I say that we know that there is a world waiting for you of small pleasures and great triumphs, of profound engagements and dramatic loves, of challenges and opportunities and the deep adventure of being human. And we know that there is nowhere in this world is a group of young people better qualified to go out and take them on than you. Congratulations to you all, and thank you.